Hello and welcome everyone to my new channel. You're coming here from my hunting and fishing channel, which is focused on Call of the Wild Classic and Angler, which is not out yet, and some other stuff. Which right now it's only got Call of the Wild content from there. Appreciate you stopping on over and checking out this channel. If you're coming directly here, then again, thank you, and maybe you can click on my link up in the banner and go to the hunting and fishing channel. There's a lot more content there already than there is here because this is the first video. I do intend to plan on doing a whole lot more here for this channel as well because I do like to play a lot of variety of games, and I figured this could be the channel that's kind of like a catch-all for when I do get into some other games and everything that as well. So yeah, well, hopefully you can find something here that you enjoy. So today I'm going to say welcome back to this game, even though you haven't seen me play it before. I did put in about an hour or so already, and you'll see that when I get started here. But this game is called Insurmountable. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and hit continue, and we'll just continue discussing what's going on. But this game is kind of like it's pretty much it's a roguelike game. It's you know, you kind of go across your path choosing what you want to do, and you just level up and you work towards the end. So alright, what happened is that I started like way down here somewhere. Alright, it's not like showing it right off, but anyways, so I started like way down there, and the purpose is to traverse the mountain, and the first goal was to reach the peak, which you could see that I'm up here. Huh, there's initials right there, didn't notice before. That's kind of funny. On AP W or APY, I'm not sure. Anyways, that's kind of funny. But anyways, your objective is to climb up the mountain, and you have little things that happen along the way. You can kind of see one right here behind me, and they all do different things. So I got up here, and I thought that was the extent of it, and I figured, you know, I'd start a new game, doing a video and everything. But turns out that when I got up here, it actually wants me to now go work my way down that way. So you'll get to see what's going on here as we go down. So first thing I'm going to do is level up. All right, I got something here. We have stats that help you out as far as the journey's concerned. This one's for the body temperature. It's going to be active until the end of the mission if I choose that, which should be however far I get, whether I obviously die from exposure or whatever, or get to the end goal, whatever that may be. I do not know at this point, but it does take into account like body temperature up where I'm at right now on the peak of the mountains, asking for like oxygen. You have stamina, so gain experience from events. There's energy in all trains, only active during the death zone, so that's good to know as well. So let's see here. I'm gonna go with the stamina because that seems like it's been like a difficult thing. And up here at the peak, when I've been climbing, been a lot of tall spots to climb up to, so I think it uses more energy and everything. All right, so now I gotta work my way down. So first thing we'll do is, well, I see a cave. It looks like over here, over there. You can see that. That's a cave icon. Let's just try to take it a little bit easy going down. So each different terrain has different effects, which they showed me as I was coming up. And right now, I don't see any exclamation points on it here. So that means that all this terrain is relatively safe, so to say. You can get to certain ones like this rock right here is, I think, more crumbly and has a chance of causing accidents, and you can fall and things like that. Same thing going across the snow, and then as you get down lower, you have like green grass and trees and things like that. So there you go. There's a couple. These are indicating it's a little more treacherous than normal. So we'll head on over. But I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised when I started playing this game. I wasn't sure what to expect with it. This is, I think, one of those games I got for free off of Epic when it was available, and I just hadn't had a chance to do it or get to it yet. So let's see what we got here. Red. The red is indicating it's not good. It says your path leads you across a narrow ridge with snow and ice deposits on the edges. Beyond the edges, the mountain falls away steeply. One wrong step and you'll plummet into the depths. Should you risk it? Alright, so have the options. It's like a choose your own adventure, or like I said, in the roguelike game, where you have choices to do. So if I keep going, I lose 3.8 of my sanity. So as you can see up there, stress is on the climb. So you got sanity, you got your body warmth, your body temperature, you have your stamina, you have your oxygen. This is walking and speeding up your walk. You have an inventory, you can sleep, and then you got your health as well down here. So, or it says I could take a detour, turn around and take a detour. So that would increase my time, decrease my oxygen, decrease my body warmth. So it's risky. It's pretty risky, but this is risky by going across it. So, decision. Well, since I just started, I could risk it, but I don't know if that right off the bat that's just going to kill me initially. So I'm going to initially just going to go and take the longer detour. The snow deposits are unpredictable. You prefer to take a detour than risk plunging into the abyss. All right, so that adds to my time. You can see down here is the clock. You got a day-night cycle. Down here, the temperature, the weather, which right now it's cold. This will be more normal, and then there's like a blowy, wind, breezy looking thing that's even worse than the cold. So I'm gonna hit continue on the walking. But yeah, I was kind of pleasantly surprised, and I had debating on whether or not to just add this to my the hunting and fishing channel, because it's like an outdoor thing, and it's pretty cool. But it's pretty interesting graphically. Alright, so you enter an extensive network of caves. Toward the rear, you notice an extinguished campfire. Lying in front of it is a stranger, bundled up under a fur blanket. Alright, so I could find a quiet corner and lie down to rest. So caves allow you to rest when you need to, which is, you have different ways of resting. You have caves, tents, and your sleeping bag. The caves you can rest without using your tents, which is the best, because the tents only have a limited three uses to them, and the sleeping bag will give you rest, but you don't recover nearly as much of your stamina and things like that. So the caves give you those opportunities to rest without requiring using up your resources. All right. Now, so I can find a corner to lie down and rest. I can wake the stranger, which will decrease my sanity, or I could just turn around and walk out and leave the cave altogether. Currently, I don't need the rest. I mean, I just started. It's like getting ready to go nighttime. Nighttime, you will see it's harder to see. So traveling at night, you got the cold to deal with and harder to see. So I'm going to risk that aspect. But because I don't really need to recover anything at this point. Otherwise, it's just like using up my my time and everything. Waking the stranger. You know, that's always a possibility. I have found that when you interact with people in the game, you can have positive and negative effects, which hopefully maybe as we go along you'll see some other stuff. But like when I was climbing up the mountain, one of the first things that, well, not one of the first things, but one of the things that happened was that I looked at a stranger's tent, and it allowed me to choose whether to search it or leave it alone, whatever. And I was like, I'll just search it to see what's going on, right? Well, it turns out after I searched it, that same stranger, later I found him up the hill. He had passed away because I guess he didn't have his resources, and he was buried in the snow. So I was like, oh, that's really messed up. I caused this guy's downfall. But I had another situation where another guy was looking for some help, some sort of assistance. I helped him out, and a little bit later he came in and he returned the favor to me. So, excuse me. So it can be hit or miss. I think I'm going to go ahead and try it and see what happens. You approach the mountaineer, but he doesn't react. You bend over and gently shake him. The stranger blinks at you in blurry disbelief and sits up. After a while, he begins to clear away his camp and pack up his belongings. Before he goes, he reaches into his pack and shares his provisions with you. You thank the stranger, but he pays you pays you no heat. Well, there you go. I got me some provisions out of it. So here's my inventory, which you can go into. Looks like he's giving me a tent, which is a good thing. So I already have one. You can see I've got one use taken out of it already. This is my oxygen tank, which you use when you're up in the death zone, which is the high altitudes. I haven't used these yet because my body temperature hasn't reduced so badly. But what they do is help to recover your body temperature. I have used this a couple times because it reduces the cost of energy when you're going up and down terrain, and then this recovers your energy. And then your flashlight, I've used it in a couple different things. Inside caves, you can also use it outside at nighttime, which I'll show you probably that in a little bit, because I've also got these things that help you out. So like the hiking staff helps reduce my energy costs and time in climbing. This is like for helping body temperature, and this is for energy on stone. So it's very limited on the inventory, but you know you don't get much. It's a roguelike game, so it's like you just kind of get a few things here and there that you need, and you pick and choose. All right, so now it looks like I'm full. So it's going to be interesting when I get to the next point. I'll probably end up like getting rid of a tea or something maybe, but so you are once again in the vast entrance to the cave. All right, at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and leave. All right, so now you got to pick and choose how else do I want to continue on down this mountain. So let's see. All right, there's something down here. Let's click to see what do I even have a path to get to it. It's not giving me a path to click, it looks like. All right, so let's see. We'll go right here. I could go obviously that way, but that looks like it'd be leading me back down the other side, and I really don't want to since I'm trying to head that direction. But yeah, this game is it's kind of cool. I was really surprised in how much it grew on me here, just with the little aspect of what's going on. All right, let's see. Can I get down to it now? No. All right, so let's go this way. So I've played a couple other roguelike games. I have one that's called Roguebook, which is from a company called, I think, Fabricam, which has put out both Roguebook and Feria, which I like. Feria is like a deck builder game, which I'll probably end up playing both of those at some point on this channel, I would imagine. But I played the Roguebook, and it plays very similar to this, just like any other roguelike games. And again, it has its own universe and setting. So, all right, that's like a treasure chest. You get miscellaneous items out of them here and there, depending. So, and I don't know why it's not showing me as being able to get over there, but I guess it's completely blocked off. All right, so let's see here. Let's see if I can find a path down the hill. Can I work that direction? All right. That's going to be a treacherous one, but it looks like it kind of got to go this way. So we'll take it slowly. And we'll only go so far for right now. See what happens. As you can see, as I traverse across, I'm losing stamina a lot. And I'm also losing body temperature at this point from working, and a little bit of oxygen. So everything's kind of gone down a little bit the more you travel. So you got to like pick and choose when you're going to do things. My daughter watched me play this here the first time, and initially I wasn't really paying attention to it too much. She's like, "Are you playing as a girl on there?" And I'm like, "Oh, yep, I guess so." I didn't really pay attention to the character so much as the gameplay itself, but I thought it was kind of cool. No pun intended, although that is exactly what's going on around here. Okay, so I am going to stop here. Oh, great. Snow beneath your feet gives way. You fall, but not far. You land at the bottom of a flat, snowy crevasse. Not cool. All right, so the reason I stopped is because I saw this. So I want to go over here and check this out. Luckily, I didn't get hurt, it doesn't look like, unless I wasn't paying attention. But I am getting cold, and I'm getting low on stamina, so once I get here, I may rest. You discovered the wreck of a plane crash. You could take the time to search it. And actually, this is something else which we may see in this recording here, is that I have seen a couple of these events repeat already on the way up. So I was like, well, that's kind of a bummer that they're already duplicating effects, but hopefully it won't be too many. All right, so I can thoroughly search the wreck. It's wasted a lot of time and energy and stamina, which may not result in anything. Actually, I've had that happen a few times where I've not gotten anything out of it. I could take a quick look inside the wreck, not as much time, but still lose things, or I can continue my journey. So I will just do a quick look, see what happens. I found something. All right. So I got a can. So what I'm going to do is that since my energy is a little bit low already, maybe I'll continue on. I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to take this one. Since my body temperature is low, I'll actually use this for the first time. And I'll use it. I'll just leave it like that. And then I won't necessarily camp here quite yet. I'll continue on down a little bit further. Oh, to show you real quick, you can see, I think, how far around me I can look at. But if I swap out my walking stick for a flashlight, it increases it just a little bit. It's not a lot, but it does. But that's what the effect of the flashlight at night will do for you. Alright, so over here is an event with some person. So I will make my way there and see what happens. And sun should be coming up soon. Encounter. As you walk past a massive crevasse, you hear faint cries for help. Looking into its depths, you identify an unfortunate mountaineer at the bottom of the chasm. Climb down to save him, or continue walking. I mean, that'd be kind of heartless up in this situation, so I'm going to risk it. I'm going to climb down and save him. Carefully, you climb down the crevasse. Shortly before reaching the bottom, you slip and land next to the unfortunate mountaineer. With great effort, you manage to save the mountaineer. His gratitude is beyond words. So, looks like increased a couple things and lost a lot of energy. So, I am getting close to running out of energy here. So, because of that, so I may have to like rest again. Let's see how much further I can push, because it won't let me push any farther than my energy reserves will go. So like I think over here I could try to click. Maybe not. I was gonna say it'd probably show me like a red line. I mean I couldn't get there. Can I? Will it do it now? See, all right, there you go. This is where my energy is gonna run out, and I do not know what happens when I try to push it, but obviously I think that's a little too far to go, and I don't remember what this one is right off, so I'm gonna not go that route right now. It's unfortunate. I didn't really want to rest in the daytime here, but I do have 2 tents, so I'll go ahead and use one of them right now. And then you can sleep briefly or sleep for a long period of time frame. I have some perks on it that helps out for increasing, so you can see down here the benefits of sleep, which what it'll increase. So unfortunately it's going to put me back near night if I sleep long, but I'll have limited energy at that point too, so I may end up just using the tent again. So we'll go with the long one here. Sorry, I need a drink there. Close down. All right, let's continue on. So now I should be able to at least get here if I want to. But again, it's going to be a little treacherous. Is it worth it? Or should I just try to work my way down? Oh, apparently I gotta go that way, so... If I go over to this one... Gotta go that direction. So, all of it's not ideal. I wonder if there's anything... Can I even see over here? No, I really can't see anything over that direction. Huh. Well, it looks like there's a few more things this way. So let's go ahead and go this route and see what happens. Oh, you know what? Let me, I'll stop there and readjust this. Can I get to there? I think that's the same spot. Yeah, the question mark. All right, we'll go there. We'll go there first. And it's nighttime. So you can see how it gets darker, but I think it also reduces your vision a bit as far as what you can see. I think I've already spotted these, so maybe I already know that they're there, but if it's like dark, I don't know if I won't be able to see them or not. Oh, look at that. We'll stop again. We'll readjust. Fix that. Get this first. Alright, a stranger is sitting motionless on a rock. His naked torso is adorned with a number of tattoos, strange patterns and symbols, like those mostly worn by the spiritual leaders of the local indigenous people. It is bitterly cold, and you wonder whether the stranger has frozen to death. No kidding. Seems to be a little bit insane to be up here in this situation. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Let's see what happens. Outcome is unknown, so... The stranger opens his eyes and gives you a stern look. Looks like he's alive, of course. He opened his eyes. Let's see. I leave him some food, leave him in peace. I could do that. Ask if he needs help. Continue my journey. Since he's doing spiritual, though, do you really want to interrupt him or not? We'll ask. I mean, we'll see what happens. The stranger mutters a few words in a foreign language you don't understand, but by the sounds of it, he's not too happy about your attempt to make contact with him. There you go. Then he jumps up and disappears behind a rock. Continue my journey. Alright, well, probably should just let them be. I'm guessing we might see something out of the outcome of that later, but who knows. And look, I've already traversed quite a ways down the hill there. Oh, I got a cave coming up. I could use that for rest if I want to. Yeah, this is a kind of like a nice, calm, peaceful journey game. Even though it's got these intense moments and some decision stuff. Overall, though, the music and everything and just the pacing, it's kind of calm, just relaxing to play it. Your path leads you past a sheer wall with snow towering high on top of it. You are progressing carefully when you hear rumbling. Instinctively, you assume a crouching position and take a deep breath. Within the blink of an eye, you feel the weight of the snow pinning you to the ground. Your only chance is to dig your way out. Great, I got stuck in an avalanche. I dig fast, I dig slowly, so that's going to probably affect with my body temperature and stamina. So quick stamina gone and body temperature gone, and so it's time. So I could probably risk the time. Go with the time. You know that in situations like these, you have to stay calm and use your energy wisely. You wait a moment to make sure the snow has actually come to a stop. Then you dig carefully upwards, inch by inch, until your fist breaks through the snow cover and cold air rushes into your lungs. Made it. So I've never been in that situation, but from my understanding, when you get stuck on something like that and you're confused and you don't know how to dig out and you're not sure which direction to go, my understanding, just pull something out of your possession that you can access to and look at, hold up in front of you, and drop it. And whichever way it drops, obviously gravity, and so you want to go the opposite direction. So that's how you can like get out. So um, just a little tidbit of information if anybody ever in that situation. Hopefully never, but if you are. All right, let's continue. All right, so what we got here? Shrine. You descend into a cave and breathe deeply. The air down here is warmer, moister, and richer in oxygen. You almost feel as if it's befuddling you. Your limbs grow heavy, but your mind remains alert. You relax and regain. All right, so I can regain something. Energy or oxygen? I'm not going to worry about the oxygen. It goes down kind of slowly. My energy goes down pretty fast, so I'm going to get the energy back. All right, so it looks like I'll probably try to head here. Looks like I'm getting closer to the ground area down there. See, here we go. Found the plane again. You discovered the wreck of a plane crash. You could take your time to search it. So, same actions again. So this is what I was kind of like upset about the last time. Like, when I started seeing these repeat, going, man, that's kind of a bummer. But, let's thoroughly search it this time. See what happens. It'll get me through to daytime. I'll use some tea, I think, if I need to. You find an item. Oxygen tank. All right. Well, I'll definitely use the tea right now and free up a spot for the oxygen tank. Cool. There we go. All right. And then I saw a cave, I think. Do I want to risk going back to the cave or can I? Huh. Kind of backtracking a bit. And it's early daytime, so you know what? I think I'm going to try to press forward. Alright, we'll see what happens here. This girl is pretty impressive, though, to be free climbing all these rocks with the gear she's got on up in this environment. It's a lot of stuff she's carrying on her back. Oh, sounds cold or exhausted or both. Alright, looks like we're going to meet up with somebody else here again. Wonder what the outcome will be this time. Or the event. A corpse. You discover the remains of a mountaineer. His skin is gray and cold. Yeah. I found a few of these going up this mountain already. Alright, so I could thoroughly search it, lose some sanity, but might find something. I could take a cursory look at his belongings, lose a little less sanity. May find something. Neither are guaranteed. But why not? We'll go with a thorough search. You find some equipment. Alright. Boots. So, let's see, positive 0.75 body temperature now when moving and 0.75 when resting in events. This is minus 15 energy cost on stone. Huh. I still find that the energy is more important to me than the boots, and this takes 2 slots. Yeah, this takes 2 slots. I don't think I can move anything over here. I've never... Oh, no, yeah, it won't let me do it. Can I do the can? Yeah, I'm not sure what those slots are for. I think I'm gonna go without the boots. And I guess if I use my tent, I can recover some of my stuff, and maybe I'll free up. No, can I? Nope, it won't let me use it. I cannot use it right now. It says right up there in red. Guess I'm gonna lose out on it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Permanently gone. Goodbye, boots. All right, let's see here. Let's work our way down this direction. Oh, I'm gonna run out of stamina, so I'll go ahead and I'll use the tent this time. It's unfortunate, but I'll use it right here. And gives me a little bit more stamina, but I don't think I'm gonna risk the entire time frame this time. Now I should have cleared up a big chunk of my space. Too bad I didn't use that just before the boots. Gotta swap them out as needed. Alright, let's go down here and see what's at this location. And I think that when I actually get down here, if I survive to that point, which I would imagine I should, I think that'll be the end of the video for today, and see what happens when I get there and when next we pick up, if I can continue on or not. Definitely not like the start of the game where you start off the base of the mountain with some green grass and bushes and green trees and things. Definitely a lot more inhospitable environment, but it still looks pretty amazing. I was actually, like I said, really surprised to see how this game was designed and how it plays out. It's pretty cool. Oh, before we even get there, distraction. Rocks and debris as far as the eye can see. You balance carefully on the boulders so as not to slip and fall. Suddenly, right in front of you, a shadow leaps out of a recess in the rock, coming straight at you. You jump in fear, lose your balance, and crash to the ground. You look up to see a mountain hare, a little bunny rabbit. You scraped up your knee because of a bunny. Oh man, I guess my sanity must be affecting me or something. Oh, I didn't even notice what the effect was. So what are these things up here? Environment and equipment. Effects that are influenced by the current mountain. The environment and currently active equipment. Click to see individual effects. So this is stuff that's affecting my focused and driven. Affecting my hike, my journey adventure here. So interesting. I didn't really pay attention to these things before, but looks like it's just taking into account all the stuff that I got on me and the things. All right, so which one just popped up? I don't remember. I think it was this. Conserve strength. Was it? I don't know. Maybe for you. Guess you really should pay attention to these things here. I'll look at them a little bit more closely, maybe on a different session. All right, crystalline frost. A smooth, sparkling stone catches your eye. Its surface is covered in delicate, complex patterns of ice crystals that remind you of saplings, ferns, and blossoms. A beautiful sight. Let's go ahead and examine it. I don't think it'd be too bad. You stare at the pattern of frost, transfixed. It's almost as if they're moving and growing before your very eyes. The thought that true beauty such as this can exist in even the most hostile, inhospitable climates leaves you feeling reassured and content. Nice. Got a little bit of sanity back and some experience. So that was good. Alright. Like right over there. That's where we're heading to. So looks like we got maybe a couple more things to interact with before we get there. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get to, I believe that's supposed to be a campsite or something like that. I forgot what it said at the end of the last time I played. But, well, like I said, we'll find out really soon. It's pretty close. You catch a scent on the wind. Burning wood? You follow your nose, and behind some rocky peaks, you discover a patched, dingy-looking tent. Next to the tent, the glowing embers of a campfire emit a thin plume of smoke. You look around. Not a soul for miles. See, this is another one of those situations that I had climbing up the mountain where it looked like somebody was there, and obviously this has got distinct signs of somebody being there. So now it says I can search the tent for provisions. I can call out in case the owner is nearby, which I didn't have that option, but I did have the search in the tent. I didn't have this exact scenario either. But if I did that, I could end up killing this person. In all honesty. So after my previous experience, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and call out and see if there's somebody nearby. You call out, nothing happens, no response. You call again. Suddenly, you hear a crack behind you, as if someone is trying to sneak up on you. You spin around and find yourself staring into a pair of eyes narrowed with fury. A local man. He shakes a balled fist at you, clearly wanting you to leave. You get the message. You hurry away and continue your journey. Seems like some of these people just don't want you around here. Alright, and I just leveled up, so I can choose another effect here. So, let's see, plus 4 body temperature per hour when moving, plus energy cost, plus 1 energy cost in all terrain, so I think that's going to make it, diminish faster. Plus 3.5 body temperature per hour when resting in events, so I'll get that back a little bit more. And then minus 15 energy cost in all terrain, only active during the death zone, which I don't know, I think we might be out of the death zone at this point. I forgot where it starts, but I don't think I've been watching the energy or my oxygen drop, so it's already gone down a bit, and maybe at the mountainside. Oh, there you go, death zone, 60,000 meters, or 6,000 meters. So yeah, we're below the death zone, so this isn't going to really affect me or help me out so much right now. So let's see, that's if you only active if you sleep outside, not in a tent. So I think this would probably be the best effect for me. Now, it's only going to last for 24 hours, so 24 hours of the game cycle here. So we'll do that one for now. And this is what I've picked up along the way already, is this collectively. So can I get up to that before my energy runs out? Probably not, since it looks like it's going to run out right here. Trade. You enter an open hut. Glowing coals in the fireplace indicate that it is inhabited, but the owner appears to have fled. On the table behind the door, you find an oxygen mask. An offering? Your inner voice urges you not only to take, but also to give. What will you leave in its place? What is the oxygen? Gives me when moving, when resting. So it gets, so that's like a continual thing. This gives my stamina. You know what? I got 2 oxygen bottles. I'll give him 1. Let's see what happens here with this. I think this will be a benefit to me. And it does free up some space, so. Alright. Hopefully that was a smart choice. Oh, there's something up there I could go to as well. Definitely run out of before I get there. And definitely run out before they get there. So I'm going to either have to eat canned food or rest. I've got 2 of them. So, you know what? I'm just going to rest because it'll put me more towards the daytime and get me back on a proper cycle, I think. I'm going to sleep long. Put me right into daytime. All right. Now, I can go up here, and then I can go over there if I want to. Oh, I was going to say, well, it's kind of stuck there. It's like backtracking as well. Man, is it worth it though? Could be, but it's going to use up quite a bit of my energy just to do this journey. And I'm sure I'll find other stuff along the way. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go up here. Call it good. And see what the next big goal is. Alright, the end or the beginning? A steep cliff rises in front of you. Can you find a place to rest here? A narrow canyon runs down the middle of the crag, then turns off to the side, and your heart starts racing. A steel door is blocking your way. You approach the door, intending to examine it. Suddenly you hear grinding and squeaking. Shocked, you take a step back as the door slowly opens. Glaring light pours out, and you hear the shrill sound of a siren. As if in a trance, you walk towards the light, carefully placing one foot in front of the other. The world begins to swirl around you. Faster, faster. You feel dizzy. The siren is higher now, louder. You stumble, try to grab onto something, anything, but there's nothing there. Then you fall. 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 Forever. Wow. Oh, was that it? Wild mountain peaks tower into the heavens. For many years, the island was cut off from the outside world, but now time has come to explore the mountain range and fill in the blank spots on the map. So, I guess this is all the stats of things that I did through the course of the journey. And experience I've got for going up. Huh. Upgrade points, adventurer, scientist, journalist. Capacity increased 10. Unlocked items, climbing axe, hiking staff, flashlight. Reset points. I don't know what that means. I have current level 1. I don't want to reset anything right now. I'll just confirm and go with what we got here. Alright. Interesting. Your eyes snap open. Where are you? What happened? You try to remember. There was that gate you walked through. Stranger. Confused? Don't worry, that's normal if you're fully conscious when you go through the time loop. What? You must have something to do with the radiation. Or it must have something to do with radiation. Time loop now, huh? So we're into science fiction territory here. Time loop, question mark. Radiation? What is this person talking about? And who is she? Could you be hallucinating? You spot the glowing green amulet lying on the table in front of you. You're sure you've seen that stone before. Suddenly, it all comes flooding back. The silent young woman who rescued you when you nearly fell into a fissure. Why didn't she tell you all of this earlier? Would you have believed me? Not at all, right? I needed you to come with me. It was important for you to see it with your own eyes and to actually experience it for yourself. I know how insane this all seems, so first things first. We're in a time loop, and we're stuck on this island. But I have an idea of how we might be able to escape. I just need to perform some calculations first. I've already thought of a way you can help. As soon as you feel recovered, you should go out and try to find some information for me. Getting out there will also help you improve your skills and become more experienced. Take my amulet. Not only is it our only hope of reversing the time loop, it will also transport you back to the station when time gets reset. So this is the game mechanic on how to continue repeating going through climbing the mountain and coming back down again, I guess. The first thing to do is explore the area and familiarize yourself with the stone's power. I know I'm asking quite a lot, but there is no other way. You will have to trust me. Alright, so missions. What else we got? Team upgrades. Proficiency. Characters. Inventory. Alright, interesting. Well, I think it'll be cool to check it all out, but I think I will actually call it here. And maybe the next time I come in, we'll explore that and see what it's all about and continue on the journey and find out what the next step in the adventure holds for us. So with that, I thank you for joining me. If you like it, let me know. Drop a comment, hit the like button. If you want to see more and subscribe, you can always help me out and guide me on what you would like to see. At the same time, I know that I've got my interests as well, so maybe we can work out this collectively here. But in the meantime, I appreciate your time and effort. And if you'd like to, like I said at the beginning, go ahead and check out my other channel for the hunting and fishing. Currently, there's a lot more videos on there than this channel. So appreciate your time, and I hope you all have a good one. Take care. Bye.